Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to this session. In today's session, we'll be talking about physical security. And this is, let me just give you the highlights of our learning outcomes for today. And by the end of this session, you as a trainees, you should be able to define the physical security, identify the layers of physical security, implement physical security control measures according to the ICT security policy. So those are just our learning outcomes for today. Allow me to share the slide that I have here so that we can go together. I believe everyone is seeing. Let me just get Stanley confirming to us whether he's seeing the slides I'm sharing. Stanley?
Yes, yes.
Is it visible?
Yes, it is visible on this other end.
Okay, as I've told you, today we'll be sharing about physical security. Uh, Maybe to ask who can define for us what is a physical security is.
Okay. When we talk about physical security, we simply mean the protection of personnel, hardware, programs, networks, and data from physical circumstances and events that can cause serious losses or damage to an enterprise or an agency or an institution. So this includes protection from fire or from theft or from vandalism or natural disasters or even terrorism. Just today, we have heard that Gen Z have been on streets and they have vandalized various things, various infrastructures on the street. So, such is an example of a physical security situation.
Okay, that's good, Stanley. Let's let me just give you the right meaning. That is, physical security refers to protection of personal, hardware, and programs, as Stanley have said, the networks and data from physical circumstances. So we have several layers that we are going to look at also. Like when we have the physical security, it starts just from the perimeter wall. We come inside here, maybe installing some let us say CCTVs. There are majorly four layers of physical security. Maybe at the end I will show you all those layers. So let me have Peter reading for us the components of physical security.
Okay, so when you talk about physical security components, we have physical restrictions. So example of physical restriction is like air gapping, removable media, remote storage, and then there is physical barriers. So example of physical barriers is like fences, alarm, restricted access technology.
Okay, thank you, Peter. As you have seen in those pictures, what you are seeing, there is something physical security control measures like the alarm. And physical security barriers, we have the fence backed with laser wire. I believe you have seen somewhere where the laser wire found. Okay, we have also personal security practices. Maybe who can tell us what is that picture telling us? Maybe in terms of physical security or personal security practices. And you have facial telling us all that picture, maybe he or she to try. Okay, if she's not ready, as you have seen in those pictures, there is a one person using computer, and there are two other person maybe observing what he or she is doing. So at that picture, we have the limited access. We have also training. Maybe you don't know about something concerning security. You should be trained, and also consequences and deterrence. Faith Shilde, could you read for us the other components?
So we have accidental and environmental disasters.
Yes.
So, for example, placing obstacles. Idea is to confuse attacker,
Yes.
delay serious ones, and even attempt to avoid the inevitable. Then you also have monitoring and notification systems. So under this, there is security mechanisms to monitor and detect potential harm or violations. Then you also have alarms, security lighting, security guards, or closed circuit television cameras, which we refer to as CCTV.
Okay. In that picture you are seeing that is just an example of a picture of a CCTV installed maybe in security critical areas like the gates and also the inside room installed. Maybe we have computers. We also installed the CCTVs. Okay. As we have talked, I have introduced you about the layers of physical security. We have environmental design. Here, you are just only to build the perimeter wall, maybe pumped with a laser wire. The first layer of this is the first layer of physical security. It consists of an external design void of intruders. It may include objects like the barbed wire, as I've told you, the laser wire, and also the fencing, metal barriers, and site lighting. You normally also put the lightings to assist in physical security control measures, especially at night. So maybe I'll ask Stanley to let us what that picture is all about.
So from the picture, we can easily recognize that this is an electronic lock,
Yes.
maybe.
That is an electronic lock. Do you have any extra information, Stanley?
Okay, such locks normally have electronic restricted entry. For example, if I don't have a certain code, I can't get through that lock. Yeah, like I really need to have that code before I could open that lock.
Okay, that is
So it is a form of security restriction.
okay. That is right. It is only the authorized person who are to use that lock, because if you have for example, intruders, that lock would raise an alarm to the security physical to the security personnel. So if you are not authorized to use that lock, it would just raise an alarm. I believe you are getting it. We have also monitoring system. Inside these are intrade banks, maybe schools, finances. It's a matter of just utilizing the lighting and video cameras to enhance surveillance. For example, we may have inside scammers, maybe around the finance institutions or the banks. So we use the video cameras to enhance their surveillance and all the activities in those rooms. Most common mechanism is CCTVs. As I've told you earlier, we have the 4 layers of physical security. So we have the perimeter security, that is a wall or fences, barbed wire. And second layer is we have facility control measures. We can just install the CCTVs and all those. We also have computer rooms controls and the cabinet control. Cabinet control majorly, these are just inside of rooms, like computer labs and all those. Maybe I'll just ask if there is a question before we end our session today. Do you have any question, Peter?
I don't have any question. Maybe I can comment on the topic.
Okay.
I really appreciate because the session was really interactive and I really learned a lot of things from the session. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe if you can just also type what you have learned for today, you can use the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Faith, what have you learned? Faith Shelley has chosen not to. Okay. Faith Shelley, you can use chats. I'm seeing Stanley has learned about the layers of physical security control measures. Okay. I'll just summarize by saying, I'll just give you an assignment. You'll submit it next time when we have another class. Hope you are seeing that screen. Okay, assignment for the next session, we have a design a physical security plan for an organization or institution, including the placement of locks, cameras, and access controls. Let me just put on the chart so that you can see. Is it visible, Stanley? Okay, I'm seeing on the chart. Okay, that question you should give me, you share via your emails and send to me. Okay, I thank you. If there is no question, let us end that class. We meet in the next session.